My name is Carol Alderson and I'm the director. Now in this particular production, the technical side of it is very simple. Really, my focus as a director is the set. I want the set to speak to the audience. The chambers of Sir Wilfrid, the courtroom. The set is very important. It's how to light that properly to get the most out of it, to make it look really majestic. Sometimes you have to sort of adjust your idea to fit in with the size of the Bradley and how it's going to look from the audience. My inspiration for the set came from actually looking at pictures of the Old Bailey. It is a very grand courthouse. The main courtroom is this huge, majestic looking, all panel wood with the royal crest. And Sir Wilfrid's chambers really sort of evolved. I wasn't quite sure how we were going to manage to do that. Have 3 standing walls and then bring the fly wall in, which we bring it down and close that off so we could have that as a chambers for Sir Wilfrid. That kind of evolved into the set.
Hi, my name is Nigel Alderson, and for the purposes of this production I am the technical director. Technical director basically runs the show in terms of set design, overseeing construction, lighting design and sound design, and then putting the operators in place for that. Now in this particular show we do have 2 scenes and there is a change between one scene to the other. So the biggest challenge in this particular show was we are lucky enough that 2 of the scene changes take place during intermission. However, there is a scene change where we have to convert the entire Old Bailey courtroom into the chambers of the Defence Counsel. And that was probably the biggest challenge, to make that happen in the dark, and we want to keep that scene change under 60 seconds so we don't have a long period of waiting in the dark for the audience. So earlier we talked about scene changes, and so we have one major scene change in this play, and we have to convert basically what is a courtroom into the chambers of the Defence Counsel. And in his chambers he would have a fireplace. So the challenge here is to bring this fireplace on and off stage in as quick and as efficient manner as possible. So basically what we have here is a fireplace that we built sometime in the past. It's been used on many sets. We're going to paint this so that it fits in with the decor, but in order for us to move it, if you look at this, you can see it's very backwards heavy. So this has to be put on casters. So our plan is to fit these casters to the bottom of this fireplace so we can move it easily, but because it's a little top heavy, in order to make it safe for the crew, we're going to add this stage weight to the bottom so that it stays in place in a safe manner. So here's the fireplace as it stands today. We're going to tilt this back. Okay, so now we have the fireplace down on its back, and we're going to add these casters to each corner of the fireplace. That will allow us to remove the fireplace quickly and quietly, hopefully, during the blackout. In order, again, to make it safe, we have to weight it so that the weight is sitting forward. So we have this stage weight, and this stage weight is typically actually used to weight the flies that come in from above the stage, but we're going to adapt this and we're going to fit it to the bottom of this fireplace like this so that the weight stays forward on the fireplace and it stays in place. Okay, so now we come to another interesting piece of the scene change. What we have here is a fine example of how we reuse materials here in the theatre. Believe it or not, this started out in life as a door. So this tabletop is actually a solid door we'd used in plays in the past. It was then converted to be, of all things, the lab bench in Jekyll and Hyde's Adventures, and this was the lab bench used in Hyde's transformation scene. What we're going to do is that this is going to become the desk in Defence Counsel's chambers. So we're going to actually cover the front of this with a piece of Luan. This is something that we use in the theatre quite a bit, and this will sit across the front like this. It will be stained mahogany, and then there'll be paneling painted onto it, so it becomes a desk, you know, a fine mahogany desk that you would see in any Defence Counsel's chambers. Now, this magically has to go from a desk in the chambers to a piece of the courtroom. And to do that, we have to change from this mahogany finish to the same finish as we have in the courtroom. And to do that, we will take another piece of Luan, and it will be stained the same color as the rest of the courtroom, and it will magically be probably Velcroed to the front of this to change the appearance of the bench. And that's basically how we do that.